Hi, everyone. So I got this question about an hour ago from one of you, and I want to go through this question. Perhaps some of you are also having problems with it. So why not go over it and then share it with everybody? Now, the first thing we have to look at is that this tells us that we've got 280 mg or milligram per 1 day, right? 1 day. Now, if you think about it, if I have 280 mg per day, then in 2 days, I'm going to have 280 times 2, right? Times 2 in 2 days. So in a week, I have 7 days. So what am I doing? I'm multiplying 7 by 280 mg. And what will that give me? If you put that in a calculator, you're going to have 1,960 mg per 7 days or per week, right? Because 7 days make a week. Now, the question says that we are looking at changing this to grams per week. So moving from mg to grams, you divide by 1,000, right? Or you go to your chart and then you move from mg to g and then see what you have. So we're going to have this being 1960 mg equals 1.96 g per what? Per week. Per week. Now, what about if I'm using dimensional analysis? What about if I'm using dimensional analysis? So we know that this is going to be our answer, 1.96. 1.96 per week. So we're going to have 1.96 G, 1.96 G per week. All right. Now, what about if I'm using dimensional analysis? What about if I'm using dimensional analysis? Let's look at that as well. What about if I'm using dimensional analysis? Now, with dimensional analysis, this is what I'm going to have. Now, you could also, before I get to dimensional analysis, remember that with what we did, someone might also decide to change 280 mg to grams, which is 0.28 g, right? And this is per what? Day, right? You could also do that. So you have, in a week, you have 7 days times 0.28 g, which is 1.96 per week or per 7 days. All right. Now, what about if I decide to use dimensional analysis? What about if I decide to use dimensional analysis? Now, remember that I have 280 mg, which equals 0.28 g per day. So I have 0.28 g per day. And this should give me 0.28 g per day times 7 days over 1 week, right? 7 days is 1 week, right? And this should give me, remember that if I have this, the day will cancel the day, or 1 day will cancel that. So I have G and then a week. So 0.28 times 7 is 1.96 G per week. Again, same thing, right? You get to the same solution. So just send your questions to me and I'll be always available to help you. Thank you.